Today marks the beginning of my new series. I call it The Public. Social media is all about connecting with people. And in order to really connect with people, you have to engage. You have to talk to people. That's the importance of starting this series for you. So you don't just see an interview or a discussion with someone famous, some superstar, someone who already made it. What about the people who are trying to get there? This is for you. So today, I've got a special surprise for you. A really good friend of mine. His name is Omar as well. I know what you're thinking. All my friends seem to be called Omar. But that's just a really, really good coinky donkey. Today, we're gonna talk about positivity. I'm not gonna say that I'm the beacon of positivity. I'm not the fountain of positivity. But life is very overwhelming. There's so many obstacles and so many limitations to the current lifestyle we live. How do we stay positive? How do we stay focused? How do we stay consistent? This is the conclusion we're trying to get to there. We're just a bunch of boys having a discussion, trying to figure life out. Let's cut to the clip.
So don't get thing is when you do camera, people get really awkward. I don't know what happens.
Alright. This is Omar, my buddy. 16 years?
Yeah, something like that.
16 years. He's known me he's put up with for 16 years. But today, man, we're gonna talk about positivity. And a lot of people have this thing with positivity where they think it's all butterflies, cookies and milk and fairies, and you have to be smiling all the time and you have to pretend to project happiness onto others. But that's not what positivity is all about though. Positivity is different to happiness. Happiness is an emotion you feel, just like sadness, just like anger. Positivity is more like a state of mind.
Yeah, I agree.
It's more a drive for you to accomplish things in your life. It's about understanding who you are. It's about understanding what defines you, what drives you, what you like, what you don't like. Might not be a happy thing, but it's you, it's who you are. And positivity is the ability to take all these things and use them to drive yourself forwards. It doesn't necessarily mean you're happy when you're moving forwards, but you are advancing in life. And that's what positivity is all about. It's about making sure you move forward in a way that benefits you.
It's the hustle. Slang terms.
Basically, I could have just said that.
Getting to know yourself is difficult by itself, and then after you get to know yourself, and that's a process by itself. It's always, you keep, after a few years, even if you think you've discovered everything, you realize you have more potential, you can achieve more, you can do this more, you can do this more, which is fine. I mean, it's not greedy, it's just ambitious. It's perfectly fine. That's difficult by itself, but then knowing that and then keep moving forward in life, keep achieving things, that's the true challenge itself, to just keep going. Because you're gonna find people that will tell you, no, you can't do it, oh, you shouldn't do this, oh, it's unsafe, oh, it's risky. This is what I mean. If you really want to understand positivity, look at negativity. I mean, what affects that, and try to block that, and just keep moving forward. This is positivity. Right there.
Damn right, man.
Yeah. And you know what also crossed my mind, honestly, during that process? Forgiving yourself, man. So underrated, because what stops you usually in how you blame yourself for shit, man. You try and you fail, so you blame yourself, or you try and succeed and you still blame yourself. Oh, I should have done this better, I should have done this better. That's usually what stops you. It's the self-negativity. So you just have to forgive yourself. You're gonna make mistakes, okay? Forgive yourself and move on. This is what will help you.
Let's jump forward.
Yeah.
We all doubt ourselves. We all feel like we're moving nowhere, or we're just floating. And we always criticize ourselves. You're your worst critic. You always overanalyze, overthink things, and you don't realize that there's so much love around you,
Yeah.
and so much support. Human beings were meant to be together. We were meant to be put into tribes. This is why life is only worth living when you're with other people.
It's nature.
It's nature. Exactly.
Yeah, what do you think of my positivity
Oh
today?
my god. Realistically, your day starts when you wake up. Usually, you wake up in a terrible mood. You have a lot of things to do. You're stressing about traffic in the morning, going to the office, the kids, take the kids to school. What's happening? It's all these decisions and all these life constraints are dragging you down and putting you in a state of confusion.
At 7 o'clock in the morning.
At 7 o'clock in the morning. You just opened your eyes and everything went to hell. Are you the type of person that likes to go and meditate? You do deep breathing like they show on most of these famous Instagrammers. Look, all these things sound nice. It's like the Instagrammer that you follow that promises you a six-pack in 8 weeks. It sounds wonderful, but it's all bullshit.
I agree. And plus, I mean, I myself, I'm not a morning person. I'm more of a night person. So this is where I usually find the positivity in me when everyone goes to sleep.
Let's be honest. We all feel down. We all feel depressed. We all feel like we don't have the energy to do the things that we're supposed to be doing in our day. And I personally been struggling with such things. But I figured out it's important that I try to minimize all the decisions I make throughout my day.
Pretty much anything you do, any actions you take throughout the day, those are the things you control. And those are the things that either make you happy or sad.
The road to positivity starts with the night before. You should really sit down, look at your next day, and try to figure out how you want that day to go and how you want to structure it. It'll never ever go as planned, but that's not the point. The point is that you have an idea and you have contingency plans for that idea.
It's very difficult, man. Positivity is not an easy thing, and it's not a stable thing as well.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about happy and sad. I mean, they're closely related to positivity and negativity, but I think like one is an emotion and one is like more of a state of mind, but one leads to another. You can't stay happy forever, you can't stay positive forever. Sometimes you need to feel that negativity. Some people thrive on negativity, but at the end of the day, sometimes it just blocks everything, so you have to switch between both.
See, a lot of people think that, especially when this idea of The Secret came out, where you have to really believe something for it to happen. You don't have to do anything. As long as you believe you're gonna get $1 million is gonna come your way, no matter what.
Do you believe that?
Of course not.
Okay.
And that idea in itself is where we mistake what positivity is all about.
لا بس honestly it's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just how you approach it. Some people approach it with the do nothing mentality, which is I'm gonna just think about it. I'm gonna think that I'm gonna have 100 friends. I'm gonna think about $1 million. No, but it's okay. You can think about $1 million. You can get $1 million. But life, Fluffy, you just have to work hard for it. And it's the process of working hard that makes positivity difficult. What's more positive than getting something instantly?
As long as you stay positive and think positive, good things are gonna happen. And then when good things don't happen, we suddenly flip into the extreme opposite. We start to think, oh, positivity is not for me, it didn't work, and nothing good happens in my life. Forget that.
What do you do if you're feeling down one day or negative, what do you do to feel positive?
I eat chocolate cake. Don't eat chocolate cake. It's full of unnecessary calories.
Just have a slice, it's okay. A slice is okay.
Don't go for the skinny muffins. They're not skinny.
Do you find positivity in working out?
That's actually a very good question. Working out has become more or less a routine. It's become something in my life that completes my day rather than something in my life that brings out the best. That's not to say that I don't like working out. I love it. I love going to the gym. I love the way it makes me feel afterwards. It's not my like beacon of happiness. That's not how it works. Like you said, man, to be in a constant state of happiness is unnatural.
Yeah.
It's not normal. It's not normal to be happy and smiling and positive and full of good thoughts all the time. That's not being human. What's being human is understanding how to deal with it and understanding how to tackle the obstacles that you feel in life and to engage with all the drama that's gonna come your way.
Yeah. I think positivity can be something as simple as stop and take a break. And maybe you don't even need to have positive thoughts. Maybe just blocking negative thoughts is enough. Because people tend to think a lot of negative thoughts, you know, about themselves. Let's say how they look. Oh, I want to gain more muscle. Oh, I want to lose more weight. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I feel like doing this. Oh, I have tried doing this, but I failed. These are all negative thoughts, you know. Block them. Don't think about them. Acknowledge that you have this issue or this issue. Acknowledge it. Don't overthink it. I mean, just sleep on it and then do something about it the next day. It's the doing part that stops you thinking.
Do you feel like sometimes we're let down by the things we want to do?
Yeah.
We set ourselves goals that are unrealistic.
Yeah.
They're just outside our capabilities. I feel like the example that you just mentioned. I want more muscle. I want six-pack. I want to lose weight. Human beings are extremely impatient.
Yeah,
and we think that if we don't get it now, it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
And we always try to look for the easy way out.
Yes.
And a lot of people take this easy way out at the expense of something else. And when you do it at the expense of something else, you're not complete. And when you're not complete, there's no way you can channel any sort of positivity.
I mean, you have to get your mindset out of this whole I want to be complete. Oh, this is the perfect goal. Because even if you reach that perfect goal, it's gonna change. I mean, it's gonna change right before you reach it. You're gonna think of another goal, a bigger goal. So you have to play it smart with gratitude as well. Because humans are greedy. You always want everything. And like you said, with expectations is on point, because now all the commercials you see, all 6-pack in 30 days, I don't know, Hulk body or Thor body in like 90 days, I don't know what challenge, and you see billions of people doing it and millions of people with results, but there are billions on earth and your own contact. So just have your own thing, do your own thing. Everyone's different, everyone feels differently about everything.
A lot of people jump to faith.
Yeah.
A lot of people jump to spirituality.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that by meditating and breathing, that's exactly what they need and that's what's going to clear their mind. But that doesn't work for everyone. There's no right answer here.
That's very true. But you have to admit that those parts, they do play an important role in a big picture. I wouldn't say this is the entire picture, because at the end of the day, spirituality and faith, these are all untangible things. And for you to feel positivity, you need something that's tangible. Oh, I need that bicep. Oh, I need those 6-packs. So that's fine. It's fine to go for the untangible. It's just you need to have something on the other side to balance it out. But I think the key is to do. Just keep doing. Set goals. It's back to the basics. And at the end of the day, if you do achieve that body, if you do achieve the goal, and you still are a negative person, try therapy then.
It'll make your psychiatrist positive. Try to minimize all the other things in your life and all the other distractions, and try to surround yourself by the things that you want and the things that you like and the people that you like. Because if you're not doing that, then you're inviting a lot of toxicity into your life, and it's unnecessary. You want to be more popular, you want to be more famous. Those are not the things that will take you up that level. It's appreciating things that you have and the things that you have around you. And this is why people that seem to have less seem to be more happier, because they don't know any better. They don't know they're missing out on that new phone. They don't know they're missing out on that 8-week app blast.
They're not even thinking about it.
They're not thinking about the nutritional program I offer. Check it out. They're not thinking about these things. That was a cheap plug, right?
Yeah. Cheap plug. It's okay.
What they're thinking about is, are they satisfied with what they did today? Did they eat today? Did they have somewhere to sleep? And then let's enjoy the rest. Let's enjoy it. That's why people go camping.
Get away.
To get away. Exactly. To live in the world that we're supposed to live in. To finish this off in a traditional Omar Coach nutrition manner, that's how I introduce myself to people now. I have to ask, what's your favorite cheat meal? Everything. If you can eat one.
Stop bringing that negativity into my life. I want everything. I have so many cheat meals. My metabolism is kind of different. But if I would pick
one of the lucky ones.
I'm one of the lucky ones. But for me, like one of my favorite meals is just a nice, big, fat, juicy steak.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Habibi, thank you so much.
This has been The Public. Like, share, subscribe, support me, and maybe you'll be interviewed next.